Okay, welcome back. Today is not about windsurfing. It's about this new mast I received from Kyle at Cedrus Foils. Really nice guy. Been in communication with him for last couple of weeks, and he's kept me updated every week basically on when this mast was arrive. And it arrived last week actually when I was on a holiday. So what I wanted to do today is just present some initial thoughts about the mast, why I bought it. I'm going to be looking at the adapters that I have for both the North and AFS foils that I have. I'm going to be measuring the weight of the mast and the adapters, and then seeing how well they fit within the fuses of these two different foils that I have. So if you're interested in the Cedrus system, universal system, stick around. So why would you want a universal mast? Well, the whole point of universal mast is that it can accommodate different brands of foils. So here you can see I have North Sonar SF830, which I like very much. But I was looking for a foil with a bit more glide, and I wasn't so convinced with their downwind series. So I've gone for an AFS Enduro, which is a bit higher aspect ratio. So this mast basically allows me to do both. Now, to buy this mast, I sold actually the North Ultra High Modulus mast, which was really a very nice mast. So it'll be interesting to see what sort of level of performance this aluminium mast provides against the North Ultra High Modulus mast. I'm guessing it won't be as fast because it's certainly thicker in its profile. But if you believe what Kyle says on his website, it's got the same stiffness as many of the ultra high modulus masts, so I'm sure that will be fine. So interesting to see and to test this on the water. I haven't ridden the AFS Enduro yet. Been waiting for this mast to test it. But yeah, unfortunately, I don't have a back-to-back test with the North Ultra High Modulus because I sold it to buy this. But hopefully I can still remember some of the feelings and report back in a couple of weeks when I've had a chance to test it thoroughly. One less carbon mast, I guess that's the sticker. And then there's another sticker there. This is what it says here. Made in the USA, 78 centimeters. And we'll measure that in a sec. We'll go all the way down here, and that's the North Sonar adapter on it. It's not so easy to see, but here you can see it's a thicker profile towards the base plate, and then it goes thinner, and then it goes thicker again where it attaches to the fuse. So here you can see the end of the mast. So the adapters slot in the two end holes. Let's see. Oop. That goes in really nicely. And that sits really nice and flush. Very nice and flush. And there's these two screws that are used to tighten the adapter to the mast hex. And they slot in there and then get tightened up. So when I slot this into the North Sonar, goes in nice and easy. But there is a bit of play there. So I guess that's tightened up with the screws, and I've tested it already and it gets pretty tight. Here you can see it mounted now. The North. No more play in there. You see the AFS fuse link adapter. It's a lot larger. And that sits very flush with the whole system. The AFS fuse link also sits very nice and flush against the mast. This is it mounted onto the fuse. It sits pretty flush. Okay, here I've measured basically from where the fuse will sit flush with the mast, so at that tip, and then all the way up here, and that reads 79 centimeters. This is supposed to be a 78 centimeter mast. Not saying this measurement is exact at all, but looks about correct, 78 centimeters. And if I measure all the way to tip, so that's all the way where the mast would sit inside the fuse, it's about 82. Okay, I'm not going to measure the mast with the AFS fuse link, but essentially they look the same size, so same length of mast as well. On my very basic kitchen scale, it measures at 2,050 grams without the adapter. Test it in a different spot, same result. The fuse link adapter, 288 grams. The north adapter with slightly less material, 234 grams.